They live in sprawling estates, own private jets, and move entire industries with a single decision. These women are not just wealthy, they're at the very top of the global rich list. Today, we're taking a closer look at the richest wives in the world and the stories behind their fortunes that will leave you stunned. Miriam Adelson. From philanthropy, we move to a world where casinos, sports, and politics collide. Miriam Adelson controls an eye-watering fortune of $34.6 billion. She became the majority owner of Las Vegas Sands after the passing of her husband Sheldon Adelson, inheriting nearly 57% of one of the most powerful casino empires on Earth. The company generates billions annually through iconic resorts in Las Vegas and Macau. But Miriam's story began far from the neon lights. Born in Tel Aviv, she trained as a doctor specializing in addiction treatment. After marrying Sheldon in the 1990s, her life transformed into one of unimaginable wealth and influence. Today, she not only runs a casino empire, but has also become a force in American politics. She and Sheldon were among the largest donors to Donald Trump's campaigns, funneling hundreds of millions of dollars into conservative causes. She's expected to contribute another $100 million to super PACs in the coming election cycle. Miriam has also raised eyebrows with recent business moves. She sold $2 billion worth of Sands stock, sparking speculation about her next steps, including rumors of acquiring a majority stake in the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. Alongside her business and political influence, Miriam maintains her roots in medicine by funding clinics in the US and Israel focused on addiction treatment. With her mix of casino wealth, political power, and medical philanthropy, Miriam Adelson represents a unique blend of luxury and influence. Rafaela, a Ponte Diamante. From casinos, we sail into the open seas with Rafaela Aponte Diamant, who has a net worth of $34.8 billion. Together with her husband, she co-founded the Mediterranean Shipping Company, better known as MSC. Starting in 1970 with just one second-hand ship, they built it into the largest container shipping company in the world. With a fleet of more than 800 vessels, MSC is a lifeline of global trade, moving a staggering portion of the world's goods. But the empire doesn't stop there. Rafaela also oversees MSC Cruises, the world's third largest cruise company, offering luxury experiences across the seas. Guests aboard these ships enjoy extravagance rivaling the world's finest hotels. Meanwhile, the family keeps operations close. Her son Diego serves as CEO, while her daughter Alexa is CFO, ensuring MSC remains firmly a family affair. Rafaela lives quietly in Switzerland, away from tabloids and headlines, but her lifestyle is steeped in luxury. The Aponte family's private yachts are among the largest in the world, often hosting gatherings that rival the glittering parties of Monaco and the French Riviera. Though she rarely steps into the spotlight, Rafaela Aponte Diamant's influence on global trade and luxury cruising makes her one of the most powerful women alive. Savitri, Jindal and family. In India, Savitri Jindal stands as the country's richest woman with a net worth of $43.3 billion. Her story is born from tragedy, but defined by resilience. When her husband, Om Prakash Jindal, died in a helicopter crash in 2005, Savitri suddenly found herself at the helm of the Jindal Group, a massive conglomerate spanning steel, power, cement, and infrastructure. Instead of faltering, she guided the company into even greater heights. Under her leadership, the group expanded rapidly, boosted by a booming infrastructure industry and smart investments. Her 4 sons now run different arms of the business, ensuring the Jindal name remains synonymous with power in India. Savitri's influence doesn't end with business. She has been active in politics, even serving as a cabinet minister in Haryana. In 2024, she surprised many by joining the Bharatiya Janata Party after years of association with Congress, further cementing her political presence. Through the Jindal Foundation, she has funded education, healthcare, and rural development, particularly empowering women across India. Despite her immense wealth, Savitri's personal style leans toward understated elegance. Luxurious homes in New Delhi and sprawling estates mark her lifestyle. But her focus has always been on the empire she built and the millions her philanthropy touches. Jacqueline Mars. Sweet success takes the spotlight with Jacqueline Mars, who holds a staggering fortune of $47.6 billion. She owes her wealth to the iconic Mars family business, Mars Incorporated, founded by her grandfather in 1911. The company is behind some of the world's most beloved treats, including M&M's, Snickers, and Milky Way. But Mars Inc. isn't just about candy. It is also a leader in pet care, owning brands like Pedigree and Whiskas, along with an expansive network of veterinary hospitals. In 2008, the company made a bold move by acquiring Wrigley, adding Orbit and Juicy Fruit to its portfolio. Jacqueline herself worked at the company for nearly 2 decades before stepping back in 2001, but she continues to play a crucial role on the board. Outside of business, she is a dedicated philanthropist, giving generously to cultural institutions, animal welfare, and conservation. Her passion for horses shines through her support for equestrian programs and her work as a trustee of the US equestrian team. Jacqueline lives a relatively private life, split between her Virginia estate and Stonehall Farm, where she breeds horses. Though tragedy struck in 2013 when she was involved in a fatal car accident, her legacy of philanthropy and her position in one of the world's most powerful families remain untarnished. Julia Koch and family. At number 3, Julia Koch commands a fortune of $74.2 billion, making her one of the most powerful women on the planet. Her wealth comes from inheriting a 42% stake in Koch Industries after the death of her husband David Koch in 2019. Koch Industries is a giant, pulling in more than $125 billion annually through ventures in energy, chemicals, finance, and consumer products. Julia's story, however, began far more modestly. Raised in Iowa, she moved to New York in the 1980s to work as a fashion assistant, even styling Nancy Reagan. A blind date with David Koch changed her life forever, introducing her to a world of immense wealth and influence. Today, Julia sits on the board of Koch Industries while managing her sprawling personal empire. Through the David H. Koch Foundation, she has donated millions to education, medical research, and the arts. A notable example is her $75 million contribution to NYU Langone Health to fund a cutting-edge medical center. She also serves on the boards of the Metropolitan Museum of Art and Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. Her lifestyle is just as extravagant as you'd expect. Julia owns a $40 million townhouse on Manhattan's Upper East Side, a $30 million Hamptons estate, and luxurious homes in Palm Beach and Aspen. These residences are adorned with art collections and every possible luxury amenity. Julia Koch is proof that even after inheriting immense wealth, the right vision can expand influence even further. Alice Walton. Alice Walton, with a net worth of $90.7 billion, takes the runner-up spot. The only daughter of Walmart founder Sam Walton, Alice has chosen a different path than her brothers, who remain deeply involved in the retail empire. Her passion lies in art, horses, and philanthropy. She is the visionary behind the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Bentonville, Arkansas. Funded with a $20 million Walmart endowment, the museum has brought world-class art to Middle America, housing works by Warhol, O'Keeffe, and many others. Alice's collection is considered one of the finest among private collectors. Her love for horses is equally strong. On her sprawling 400-acre Rocking W Ranch in Fort Worth, she raises thoroughbreds and indulges in the glamorous equestrian lifestyle. Private jets take her around the globe to attend elite equestrian events, placing her among the most influential figures in the sport. Alice is also a major philanthropist, she has poured millions into healthcare, education, and the arts through her foundation. Most recently, she announced the creation of a non-profit medical school in Bentonville, aiming to revolutionize how doctors are trained by emphasizing holistic care. Despite controversies, including multiple car accidents, one of them fatal, Alice Walton's legacy is firmly established. She embodies the balance of luxury, influence, and a commitment to cultural transformation. Françoise Bettencourt Myers. At the very top of this extraordinary list is Françoise Bettencourt Myers, the richest wife in the world with a net worth of $98.9 billion. She is the heiress to the L'Oréal empire, inheriting her wealth after the death of her mother, Liliane Bettencourt, in 2017. L'Oréal, founded by her grandfather in 1909, has grown into a $268 billion powerhouse, owning brands like Lancôme, Maybelline, and Kiehl's. Françoise and her family hold a 35% stake, giving them enormous influence in the global beauty industry. Her life, however, has not been without drama. In the 2000s, her mother became embroiled in a massive political scandal in France, with accusations of financial exploitation and legal battles that dragged even a former president into the fray. Through it all, Françoise remained steadfast, eventually taking the reins of the family fortune and guiding L'Oréal's continued dominance. Unlike many billionaires, she avoids flaunting her wealth. She is an intellectual at heart, authoring books on Greek mythology and the Bible, and spending hours each day at the piano. Yet her life is surrounded by luxury, with estates across Paris and the French Riviera. After the Notre Dame fire in 2019, her family donated an astounding $226 million toward reconstruction. Through her foundation, she continues to fund art, science, and education, proving that her wealth serves more than just personal indulgence. With her quiet strength and unmatched fortune, Françoise Bettencourt Myers has secured her place as the richest wife in the world and a guiding force behind one of the most powerful brands on the planet. And there you have it, the richest wives in the world, 10 women whose fortunes shape industries, redefine philanthropy, and transform entire cultures. From quiet estates in Switzerland to the glittering lights of Las Vegas, from candy bars to cosmetics, their wealth touches every corner of our lives in ways we often don't even realize. If you enjoyed this journey through the world of unimaginable luxury, make sure to subscribe for more stories of power, money, and the lives of the elite. Because when it comes to the world's wealthiest, there's always another story waiting to be told.